Welcome to another episode of Tatiana and Angelica Live, a cable television show for and about teenagers on Staten Island. My name's Tatiana.
And I'm Charista. I'm Tatiana's older sister and Angelica's older sister, and I'll be sitting in for Angelica today.
Today, we have a very special guest, Narcy Santos, our grandmother, but to us, she's known as Lola. So thank you, Lola, for joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much, Tatiana. And I'm glad I'm here. I really love to be here with you guys.
Oh,
Yes.
Yay, so exciting.
I remember that for previous episodes that you came to the studio before and you've sat on the other side. So today, I'm really happy that you could be on this side. But we recently celebrated your 85th birthday, which is a big deal, and it was a very wonderful celebration, and there's a lot of different moments to celebrate in your life, but I'm curious, what is one of your proudest moments in life?
Well, I tell you, and I want to answer the first sentence that you say before. This is my second time coming to this place. The first time I can tell you, I really love it because your Lolo is still alive. And I know, and I remember that we're walking to the ramp and she's holding my hand and she said, first time I'm gonna see the twin talking in front of, interviewing couple people. And I say, and I didn't say, but I look at him and I say, you think someday there I can sit over there? And just imagining, and I know it doesn't happen, but all of a sudden, the second time I came over here, I'm sitting down here now in front of you, and a huge stage with the big
Lights.
camera, lighting, and everything. And I said to myself, is that a dream? Mm-hmm. That's why the feeling that I know, and I feel now happiness. And I can say this is the best day that I have in my life.
Oh, Lola.
And beside, I have always fun with you guys. And I'm telling you, honestly, that since Lolo passed away, I feel like I have no more life. But because of you girls, I'm still here, enjoying my life, and God, please give me more help.
Aww, well, you're the best Lola ever, and we really have been having fun. I know it's been difficult for you and for the rest of the family with Lolo being gone, but it's given us an opportunity to hang out more and do fun activities together. So I'm glad that we have that time together. But it's funny, so speaking of Lolo, not everybody knows your amazing love story. You were married for 58 years before he passed.
Yes.
So can you just tell me about your love story? How did you two meet? And I want to hear the whole thing.
Oh my God. If I gotta tell you, I don't think so it's gonna be sitting down here later on up to evening time. But to make it my story short, I give you something that I always remember and is still in my heart. That around 60 years, I still remember. And I think my memories is still, especially, I really enjoy talking about Lolo. First of all, 1957, I start going, no, this is 1954, and I'm ready to go to high school. And this is what the true story, according to him. The same years, she's also thinking about the same thing. That is earning some money to give because by that time the tuition in high school is like a college already. And I can say that maybe a third world countries like that, always. So, to make my story short, I remember I'm in second year high school. That is 50, going to 57, 56 to 57. And you didn't ask me, but maybe I tell you a couple times already that my hobby, reading and writing. That's why we found each other for reading. But of course, I didn't have any newspaper that I can read, no magazine that all that I can buy, because we live in the suburbs. It is hard. Before you get all this stuff, you're gonna go to town. Mm-hmm. Like over here in Staten Island, going to Manhattan to pick up something to read.
Right.
But to me, I say, they have a library, why do I go? I went every afternoon to the library, and I borrow newspaper. And then, in the other side, according to you, Lolo, by that time, because I'm 2 years older than you, Lolo, always the same thing she's doing. And then they enroll in pen pal column correspondent, one of the largest newspaper in Manila by that time, in the Philippines by that time. So keeping reading and reading, and I saw one wanted pen pal. So I'm being interested because I attract the name Jesse Aquino Santos. And Aquino is like my favorite last name. I don't know why. Because maybe I read something like comedy before, Aquino. And sometimes Aquino is to become president, something like that, and become senator. I being like attractive, some reason. And then Jessie, I said, very nice name. I thought she's a girl. So, when they say wanted in pen pal, I wrote a letter, very nice letter. I did it, concentration, before I go to bed. And then after 1 week, I received the letter. And then she said that, Miss Fernandez, may I correct you, wrong information. That you think I'm a girl? No, I'm a boy. I'm a very masculine boy. In second year high school in Pedro Guevara High School, Laguna. I said, wow. So I kind of might be embarrassed to myself, embarrassing, and frustration. I didn't answer. I kept ignoring. And there it's like 7 months, I never answer. And then junior, senior prom is coming. And I say, this is a good time because I have my close sister that I always talking to her. She understands what my feeling and like we are close. And she told me, why not? Why don't you try? She told me. I invited him. And maybe she's eager. She like also because she want to meet me in personal. But because of the situation that budget and the weather. And it's very far. It's like to compare over here. It's like Staten Island and Watertown, the distance. And too expensive, the transportation. By that time in our generation, this is around 50, the 50, they didn't have any telephone, especially the iPhone. telegram. They have a telegram, but you have to go to the Manhattan first, like Manhattan, to get that. And not only that, the money. You are in high school. You're not earning anything, and you're spending like left and right. You didn't have. Where are you gonna get it? So maybe he embarrassed also to tell me the truth. He said that when I say, how come you didn't tell me that that's the reason? He told me that maybe if I tell you, you change your mind and you ignore me forever. So I appreciate that. Telling the truth, be honestly, is the fact that I really admire. Plus, I answer. So we continue our letter. In short, they call a faithful pen pal. There is a junior. So I forgot, I'm sorry. I didn't attend the senior prom because I have no partner. My brother offered me, but I said, it looks like my brother is old and very tired because he's working in railroad. It's like a train in subway. She comes perspiring, and I said, I don't want it. All my friends they're with the boyfriend, and I have nothing. But I have a lot of friends. But I'm embarrassed, he didn't ask me. So I feel so sad. I said, okay, forget it. Continue. I study. And I said, I'm gonna study. I want to go to America. This is only what, always keeping, all of a sudden I slit my tongue. I'm going to United States someday. Opposite again, reversed. Lolo's doing the same thing. They have a dream that someday I'll be in United States. So that's the fact that after going back and forth the letter, the mailman passed and all over, my God, where do I put this letter? Our parents, my mother is very, it's okay to her. But my elder sisters is like a general in my situation. So I keeping in one box, but it's getting heavy now. Where do I put it? I say, sometimes I'm talking to my letter, to the love letter, and I say, someday you're gonna go far also. Whatever I go, I'll take you. I'm like talking to my plan also. In my plan, I'm talking. I'll take you also, and I give you a nice house. This is what I'm saying. So, that goes like that.
So then when you met up,
And then when I met up, make a jump to another 2 years. When we met, we're in college now.
oh wow.
We graduated in 1958. In 1959, she came to our hometown in San Miguel, Bulacan. From Laguna, she traveled. And we met personal, but we didn't talk. And I said, my sister told me, so, approve? She told me. I said, no. He said, why? I said, she's not tall, dark, and handsome. This is what I say. And but when I said that, it looked like my heart is against. Like, like something said that, don't say that. In fact, you really like him now. Why you are telling the verse?
Yeah. I love that you guys shared that common goal to come to the United States, which you guys eventually both did come to the United States together. But I'm sure that must have been very scary to come here at first. So how did you feel when you first came to the United States?
Well, because maybe pushing me, him, I'm talking about you, Lolo. She's keeping telling me every time when we're dating now. And she told me that the one thing I like to go, of course I asked him, what's your really want? We married already. We jumped already, the chapter of my story. We got married already. And why you really, the reason why you want to go? She told me that I read many times when I still in grammar school that United States is land of opportunity, and I want our kid to have a good education. And how about you? She asked me to. We're dating, first year in college. And I told her that I want to change the country. I cannot live like this. Since the beginning, I being raised in grammar school, high school, college. And now I meet you, I go with you. But you cannot go with me if you didn't have any reason. Even I say, because over there I want to study. He said, what do you want? And I'm fit. I finished already the Bachelor of Science of Education, of Elementary Education. And I can, but the problem is, I cannot apply over here as a teacher because, I'll be honest, maybe education over here is different because most of people come to the other country when they come over here, very strong accent. And I cannot pass the board over here because I need to be study. But how do I study? I got 3 girls. The age of my kid by that time, 50 years ago. Now is March. And March when we come over here. 6 years my oldest one, 4 years old your mother. And Galen is only 2 years old and 6 months. And I need help so that I pursue also my studies. That's my dream.
Right, and it was tough because Lolo came over to the United States first.
Yes.
So it was tough for you because you had to stay back with 3 children. That must have been very tough. And you really sacrificed a lot for the family because that was hard. And then when you eventually came over to the U.S., you and Lolo were both reunited again. And did things get better for you when you were together again?
Well, honestly, to think about it, it's hard. And maybe I won't do it right now at my age. But by that time, I'm only 35 years old. And I say, it's hard to be separated to your husband because Lolo, I can say, she's the only one who understands me, and I really love him, and he loves me too. And he keeping telling me that if you have a dream, pursue it. Do it and you will get it. Just don't forget to pray. Even though when she left me 9 years and 9 months, 17 days, and 4 days, he left me to go first in the United States because my kid is still small. Galen is only, I think, less than 2 years. And so small and little tiny, skinny girl. And I'm afraid that if I bring over here in different country, we have a hard time with you, Lolo. How do we work? How do we survive? So, to me, I say, okay, I want to follow you in 1 year. This is my promise to you, Lolo. But one day, I got a letter from him to United States. So I exactly read it, and then she said to me important thing, like very confidentially. Dear, you have to get ready. Go to Manila Embassy. Get all your paper that it's ready when I left. Because martial law, they're gonna declare Tuesday night. And I said, how do they know? I don't know that United States is very advanced to the news. So I'm in a rush. I went to Manila by myself. I left my girl to my mother. My mother, as my age now, 85 by that time. I went to Manila, took the bus. Midnight, I came home. And I got all the paper. But the only thing they didn't have, the passport, police clearance, and medical record. So 3 more important things. So after 1 week, I went back again and do everything. And I said, how can I do this? It's flood. The flood is up here. I cannot walk. I get scared. The only thing I always very strong, if I feel that I will see my husband, and the kid will be happy, because my kid every time, especially your mommy, every time the plane pass in my area like that, she said, "Daddy, calm down now, calm down." She think that they're gonna like a parachute that the father's gonna come down.
Right. Like in the spy movies.
Very hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially your mom, when she got sick. She always called the daddy. So I say, I'll be strong. This is what Lolo said before he left me in the airport. He told me 3 things. When she said to me that you give me a kiss goodbye, she told me that don't forget to pray, dear. And be strong always. And I love you. These the 3 words that I never forget in my life. That he said to me 1 week before he passed away. That my answer is one, only one. When I turn around, I say, dear, I love you. And then I got my blanket and I tried to be comfortable and stay with him. I wait for his last breath. But I didn't see it. He passed away. Very, but the challenge he gave me, the strong, is still in my brain. Every time, sometimes I think about it. When I like downhill already. They have a night that I couldn't sleep. And before I always say that I want to see you. But I got scared because when somebody let you to see, that's the end of your life. And I don't want it. Maybe I'm enjoying now because you guys is the one who give me inspiration. But maybe someday, if I really hopeless, that's the end. That's my story, right? It's so sad if I think about it.
No.
But if I see you, I'm so happy.
Oh,
No.
no, it's a beautiful story.
It's a great story.
I can't believe that you started out as pen pals to not knowing that he was a boy, thinking that you were just making like a girl best friend.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, my story is like 57, going to 59, and then after on 62. If I give you the whole story, maybe 2 days we're gonna get done. It's like a storyteller, but it's true. The fact that I can say I'm not making up because the evidence in the book,
Right.
whatever I didn't mention to this, the continues someday. You can read my storybook.
Right,
That
because
I
you
give
saved.
it to your mommy.
Right, you saved all
because
the
I know
pen
your mommy is the one who handled that if I'm gone.
Right.
Yes,
She
you
has all
have
the-
you have all the letters that you guys wrote to each other bound into a series of books, which is
Yeah.
incredible, and it's just such a great token of the love that you guys have shared, and that inspires love to come for generations. Like your love story
Yeah.
inspires me, and I'm just so grateful to call you my Lola, and also Lola.
Sometimes if you think about it, what I'm talking about,
No.
they didn't understand what I'm talking about.
Everybody understands what you're
everybody-
saying.
yeah.
I
It's a
know.
love story for the
beautiful.
ages. It's like your love story is like a movie, and it really is an inspiration to everybody out there. I mean, you're my role model. I know that you're Tatiana's role model, and Angelica's, and my mom, and we all look up to you. And your love story is beautiful, and you and Lola really did sacrifice a
Yeah.
lot. Your love story and everything you've done is really the definition of accomplishing the American dream. So you should be really, really proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you, and I admire you, and I'm so happy that you were able to join us today. So thank you, Lola, and we love you, and thank you for everything that you
I
did
love
to
you too,
sacrifice for us.
Charista. Thank you so much.